Hello everyone, Palumbo here. Video we're doing today in the case of Madeleine McCann. We're going to have a look at the Find Madeleine website again. Before we start the video, you're innocent until proven guilty. Again, folks, I am going to show you the interview with the McCanns and Sandra Felgueras. You must be getting fed up of it. But the reason I show you, folks, is to show you the words of Gerry and Kate McCann with regards to the disappearance of their daughter, folks. That's all I show you these videos for. I don't show you these videos to prove Kate and Gerry McCann guilty. I show you these videos to prove how corrupt the police investigation is, folks. Especially the British police. That's why I do the videos. It's not to prove Gerry McCann and Kate McCann guilty. I just show you the videos they do, and I just use the words, what they say, to make the video, because they're not my words. They are the closest people to Madeleine, obviously being their mother and father, so they are the closest two people to Madeleine herself. I am not trying to prove them guilty. I'm just showing you videos and the words they use that does not make sense. That's why I keep showing you the Sandra Felgueras interview, because it does not make sense. I'm about to show you Gerry telling Sandra Felgueras that Madeleine's abductor almost got caught by their friend Jane. He doesn't use the word abductor. He uses the word person. So the person seen by Jane almost got caught. Meaning, Gerry thinks that person was the abductor, folks. Now, that's why I make the videos. Because then you ask the question, well, how does that fit in with Christian Bruckner then? If the German police are saying Christian Bruckner took Madeleine and possibly harmed her, and then you have the two people closest to Madeleine, that's her mother and father, telling an interviewer that Madeleine's abductor almost got caught by Jane, then there's a discrepancy between the two of them, isn't there, folks? If the German police are saying it was Christian Bruckner that took her, and the person or the people closest to Madeleine are saying the abductor was nearly caught by Jane Tanner, then they should be the same person. That's why I show you the videos, because it does not make sense for the McCanns to tell an interviewer that Madeleine's abductor almost got caught by their friend Jane. Because they wouldn't know who Madeleine's abductor was if they were sitting in the restaurant. But that's what they are telling Sandra Felgueras. Now, again, the reason why I'm showing you this video is because they say that the person seen by Jane was Madeleine's abductor. Note I use the word abductor, folks. And note Gerry uses the word person. Why does he use the word person? And why do I use the word abductor? It's because it's one individual. That's what they are telling you here. That's what the German police wanted to tell you, that it was one individual. So I will show you this video and take it in what Gerry McCann is saying. He's telling you that Madeleine's abductor, although he refers to that person as a person, almost got caught by Jane.
And there was a small window of opportunity. There's no doubt about it. It was a small window. I believe it's a high-risk strategy. And that person almost got caught.
By who?
By Jane.
But do you fear to go back?
See? Now, that's impossible for them to know, folks, that Jane's sighting was an abductor. Because apparently they were sitting in the restaurant when she was taken. But that's what they are saying, so that's why I do the videos. I use their words, not to prove them guilty. I just show you that their words do not make sense. And if the police authorities did their job properly and investigated the case properly and seen interviews like this, then the police authorities would know that their words do not make sense. And that's what I'm trying to prove with regards my videos. I'm showing you and trying to prove to you that the police authorities, i.e. the British, are not investigating this case properly, folks. They are corrupt. They are covering up something, folks. They are not investigating the case. If they were investigating the case, the first question they'd ask Gerry McCann is, how did you know that Jane's sighting was the person that took your daughter, Mr. McCann? I'm going to show you the Find Madeleine website. Bearing in mind that here you have Gerry and Kate McCann telling Sandra Felgueres that their daughter was taken by one individual person. An abductor, folks. Singular, an abductor. Now, singular words for a person who's taken someone without their consent, folks. What are they? If they are individuals, what words do we have? Kidnapper, snatcher, abductor. Now, if you have more than two people taking Madeleine McCann, how would you refer them? Kidnappers, snatchers, abductors, folks. Why? Because you put an S on the end, so it becomes plural, meaning more than one, folks. So here you have the McCanns telling Sandra Felgueres that their daughter was taken by the person seen by Jane, and Jane nearly caught them. One person, an abductor, folks. So here's the Find Madeleine McCann website, folks. Bearing in mind what I have told you, that Gerry McCann told Sandra Felgueres that her daughter was taken by one person, a person. That person, not persons, almost got caught by Jane. So what would you expect to find with regards to the Find Madeleine website, folks? Here is the objective of the Find Madeleine Fund, folks. The objective of that fund was to secure the safe return to her family of Madeleine McCann, who was abducted in Praia da Luz, Portugal, on the 3rd of May 2007. To procure that Madeleine's abduction is thoroughly investigated, and here's the crux of the matter, folks, and that her abductors, as well as those who played or play any part in assisting them, are identified and brought to justice, folks. Now, what's wrong with that objective, folks? Bearing in mind that Gerry McCann states that her daughter was seen being carried off by Jane Tanner, and they almost got caught. Let's read it again. That Madeleine McCann's abduction is thoroughly investigated, and that her abductors, folks, it is using the plural word abductors. If Gerry McCann believed his daughter was taken by an individual, one person seen by Jane, then that word would not be abductors. That word would be abductor, because that's what he believes. It then goes on to say, as well as those who played or play any part in assisting them, folks. Now, the person seen by Jane was a man. So you have abductors and them, folks, used in the same sentence. And that does not make sense for the McCanns to put that in the Find Madeleine webpage if they believe their daughter was taken by an individual. That should read, to procure that Madeleine's abduction is thoroughly investigated, and that her abductor, as well as those who played or play any part in assisting him, are identified and brought to justice. That's what it should read if the McCanns believe that their daughter was taken by one individual seen by Jane. That's what it should put. That's what it should say on the Find Madeleine webpage, folks. Because I've shown you, using the words of Gerry and Kate McCann, or Gerry in particular, he tells you that. I didn't tell you that, folks. They are the closest people to Madeleine. And Madeleine's father is telling you that Jane seen Madeleine's abductor. And he almost got caught by Jane. So it is an abductor, folks, not abductors. But here on the Find Madeleine webpage, they use the words, and that her abductors, as well as those who played or play any part in assisting them. So they are telling you on the webpage something different than what I've showed you in that video, folks, with regards to Sandra Felgueras. They are telling you on the web page. Now, whether it was a mistake, they put it in, or they know something different, that cannot be. That should read, Madeleine's abduction is thoroughly investigated and her abductor, folks. Because they know who took Madeleine, supposedly. Because I've shown you they know. And it should read, and for all those who played or play any part in assisting him. Why him? Because that's what Jane's seen, a male, a he, a him. So 2 things we've got to take from there is, why does it say abductors when it should be abductor? And why does it say them when it should be him? Makes you think.